Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of the Greensboro Chamber of Commerce and our partners, the Mayor's Committee for Persons with Disabilities and the Nussbaum Center for Entrepreneurship, welcome to our annual Small Business Awards. We're obviously doing things a little differently this year, but we're excited to celebrate our small businesses all the same. We'd like to extend special thanks to our sponsors who have helped make today's event possible. Our presenting sponsor is the Legacy Federal Credit Union. Our gold sponsors are North State, Spectrum Reach, and Staunton Capital Incorporated. Our silver sponsors are Bank of America, the Bryan School of Business and Economics at UNC Greensboro, Carolina State Bank, C.T. Wilson Construction, Truliant Federal Credit Union, and Extern Software. We're excited to be here today to celebrate our small businesses. To say the past few months have been challenging is probably an understatement. Our small businesses in particular have been hit hard. But the people you'll meet today have shown true resiliency. They've pivoted to provide their products via curbside pickup and stepped up to make the masks that help keep our community safe. They exemplify what it means to be Greensboro strong. Part of our mission at the Chamber of Commerce is to listen to the needs of our business community and act accordingly. We help connect business with resources so that they are able to address any workforce issues they may be experiencing. We also help connect members of our local business community with each other so they're able to achieve their business objectives. Greensboro and the surrounding Triad area's success is dependent upon our small business community, and we thank all of you for your support and dedication to making this a great business community. Now it is my pleasure to introduce our keynote speaker, Jada Monica Drew. If you attended last year's Small Business Awards, you might recognize Jada. She was our 2019 Minority Small Business Person of the Year. Jada is the CEO of Social Designs Consulting, a leadership and diversity firm. She connects, challenges, and supports individuals to realize their full potential for impact as trainer and consultant. Social Design serves as a consultant with companies and individuals to provide optimal support with developing personal skills, projects, companies, curriculum, schools, and teams. Jada is the author of 2 books. The first is called Revolutionize Now, Creative Leadership and Action for Social Change. And it is a resource for equipping educators, activists, business leaders, and youth with tools for self-discovery, creative thinking, community building, and social change. Her second book, More Than Enough, Step Into the Next Level of You, pushes individuals to highlight their strengths and to be realistic about their areas of growth. We are thrilled that she agreed to be our keynote and submitted her own video keynote. Take it away, Jada.
Thank you, Chamber leaders, for the invitation to be a part of the Small Business Award ceremony, and congratulations to all of the winners. Our topic today is adjusting and acting. I'd like to interact with you by asking a few reflection questions. Let's jump right into it. What do you offer as a leader in your workplace? Why is this special? What is the value add? How can you make what you do or what you offer more valuable? What can you do extremely well? If we were together in person, I'd instruct you to turn to someone at your table and to exchange notes. But because we are virtual, after you leave the award ceremony, call up a friend, share your answers, and ask for feedback. 2020 has been the year of a global pandemic and a global civil uprising. I never would have predicted this reality. While rough at times, this is also the year I've observed business leaders like you find solutions and ways to adjust. Some of you have experienced shorter business days, sickness, or just 2020 altogether. It's also been a year of discovery, growth, and action. Organizational leaders are working diligently to change their policies and practices to reflect more inclusion. Educators are learning methods of teaching to train youth to be more empathetic, and these youth are the ones who will one day be sitting in your decision-making shoes. What we need is more grace and more empathy to work together towards a more just society. As business leaders and entrepreneurs, you've changed how you serve clients, how you talk to customers, and how you come to work each day, whether virtual or in person. Keep treading new territory and creating a new normal that works for your company. I've seen and supported community organizations continue to meet during the beginning stages of the shutdown over stalled Zoom video conferences or meeting up for parking lot dates. One mistake I've witnessed from leaders, though, is them wishing to duplicate themselves during the midst of this chaos. None of us should seek to duplicate ourselves because that person would have the same strengths and the same weaknesses. Your goal should be to fill the gaps and to get better. Be a better leader during these unpredictable times by sharpening your services and packaging your systems and your ideas. In the last half of this year, I encourage you to adjust and excel. When you adjust, you've created new ways of doing things by default. We're there right now in this moment. Document this process. Document the changes in your schedule. Write everything that has happened, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And then excel. Enhance what you have had before with the new intel, the new information that you found out about yourself, and then find a way to duplicate, sell, scale, and repeat the process. Now, take the answers to the first set of reflection questions and use them to answer these final questions. How have you adjusted, and what skills will you use to adjust some more? What process will you duplicate in your job or within your company? Who do you need to be more empathetic toward? Who do you need to explain your why to? As mentioned before, these are difficult times. 2020 has been an absolute roller coaster ride. With no warning, with no helmet, with no to-dos and instructions on how to get through. And during this time, it's so vital that you're empathetic with the next person. Take this time during a moment where we can move from good to great, where our country can be exactly what it was written to be, a place where everyone can exercise their freedoms, be empathetic, adjust, and excel within the community. We're living in a world where cancel culture is a norm. But quite frankly, we're not extending grace, the grace that we want extended to ourselves. We're not extending it as much as we should be. Yes, I know people should be held accountable. Yes, I know there are things that people do and they're simple mistakes, and sometimes they're huge mistakes. But what if you were on the other end? Would you want someone to counsel you from any and everything that you've ever worked for? Let's be more empathetic. Let's show more grace. Let's learn to live with one another in a way where we're challenging each other, but we're not canceling each other. If we're canceling someone, then that person doesn't have a chance to grow. If someone cancels you, how will you grow? What then will you do to get better? I don't know. But what I do know is that we need to work together toward a more just and equitable society. I know we can do it, and I see an amazing shift happening in our society right now. Here's a new approach. Let's begin to call people in instead of calling people out. We all appreciate when someone takes a little bit of their time to explain what we might have done wrong or to help correct mistakes. I encourage you to call people in, share with them your perspective, share with them how they can change, things that they can say that's more inviting. Let's call people in. Don't call them out. I was driving in a neighborhood just yesterday, and I saw a sign that said, "Drive as if your children were playing in this yard." So I would like to encourage you to look across your news feed, see what companies are popping up. Think about the companies that are on the chamber website and just in Greensboro, in our area overall, in your area if you're outside of Greensboro, and patronize those businesses. Treat those businesses like you would want someone to treat your business. Leave a review. Plug them in the way that you can based on your network. Support businesses because as businesses grow in our community does as well. I'm Jada Monica Drew with Social Designs Consulting.
Jada, thank you so much for the advice and inspiration. I don't know whether you can tell, but I'm giving you a standing ovation, a virtual standing ovation, and I'm sure that everybody else, all the rest of our viewers, are giving you the same thing. A wonderful message, and we thank you again, Jada. Now I would like to turn this over to our MC, Brian Venoy. Brian is the Chief Credit Risk Officer with the Legacy Federal Credit Union, and he has more than 25 years experience in the financial services sector. He has experience in working with small businesses, and we're excited to have him with us again today for his 5th time as the MC of these awards. Brian, we're really testing your skills this year with this being virtual, but take it away.
Well, thank you, Brent, and I am ready for the challenge. Also, I need to say I will do my very best to not say, sorry, I was looking for my mute button once throughout this entire presentation. Anyway, it is an honor to be with you all today for this very special occasion. As always, we thank the Greensboro Chamber, the Mayor's Committee for Persons with Disabilities, and the Nussbaum Center for Entrepreneurship for making this event happen. On behalf of the Legacy's member owners, our board, and our staff, we thank you for the opportunity to share in this day. As I was looking forward to today's event, it occurred to me that in times of crisis and upheaval, like the one we've all been experiencing for the past few months, often the most important things get overtaken by short-term needs and short-term demands. Take, for example, this event. What could be more important than taking the opportunity to celebrate the hard work, the creativity, the positive spirit, and the successes of small businesses in our community? We could have easily lost sight of that important goal, but the Chamber and their partners have persevered and made it happen for us today. Likewise, at a Legacy, we recognize that in periods of difficulty, our members can lose sight of their long-term goals. And we believe those long-term goals are focused on well-being that extends beyond just their finances. Physical well-being, emotional well-being, financial well-being, all together have been under pressure in these past few months. It remains a Legacy's mission to positively impact lives by helping our members have balance in all these areas. So in every department of our credit union, from business services to private banking to a Legacy's benefit solutions, and even our well queue, we remain committed to an integrated approach that contributes to the well-being of our members and our communities. I invite you to reach out to us if we can help you in any way. Now for this year's Small Business Award winners. Our first award is the Brandt Taylor Barrier-Free Success Award. Given by the Mayor's Committee for Persons with Disabilities, this award recognizes and honors an individual or organization that has made significant contributions to creating a barrier-free environment for persons with disabilities. This year, the committee is honored to recognize Leslie Richardson, the lead inclusion counselor for Greensboro's Adaptive and Inclusive Recreation Program. Les has been working in the AIR program since 2015, helping people of all abilities participate in sports, after-school programs, and other activities. He recently retired from Guilford County Schools after 30 years of working with exceptional children. The Greensboro Mayor's Committee is proud to recognize Les Richardson as the recipient of the 2020 Brandt Taylor Barrier-Free Success Award. Congratulations.
Thank you. I'd like to thank the Mayor's Committee for Persons with Disabilities for choosing me to receive this award, working in our community in the Adaptive and Inclusive Recreation section of Greensboro's Park and Recreations. It's been a joy and a privilege, and I am humbled as one of the recipients of this award. First, I would like to thank our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, for giving me the health and strength to serve our fellow man. I'd like to thank my family, my daughter Cagney, my 3 beautiful grandchildren for your unconditional love, my brothers Chet and Michael for always encouraging me, and my mother, Norma Jean Gray, for being such a great role model for our family over the years, always providing a loving and nurturing environment and giving unwavering support to us at whatever we did. Thank you. I would also like to thank all my colleagues in the Adaptive and Inclusive Recreation section for all of your tireless dedication, your commitment to our community, and your willingness to help others. I'm accepting this award in honor of all of the exceptional people I've been blessed to work with and learn from for the past 5.5 years with the City of Greensboro. Finally, I'd like to thank all of our participants and their families who have allowed me to be a part of their lives. Your zest for life, your eternal love and kindness that I have received from each of you is what inspires me to be a better person and to show up each day being the best that I can be and advocate for all people of all abilities. God bless you and thank you.
We will now present the 2020 Outstanding Employer of the Year Award. Each year, the Mayor's Committee for Persons with Disabilities also recognizes an Outstanding Employer of the Year for demonstrating significant achievement in improving employment opportunities for people with disabilities. This award is given to employers with an exceptional record of hiring and/or facilitating employment for people with disabilities, as well as making efforts toward a barrier-free environment. The 2020 Outstanding Employer of the Year Award is presented to Catherine Hubert, owner and chef at Chez Jeunesse. Located in downtown Greensboro, the French-inspired cafe was founded in October of 2018. Its name means the place of new beginnings. Inspired by her three cousins who have autism, Catherine and her team train and employ adults with intellectual and developmental disabilities. Catherine hopes to cultivate a strong sense of hospitality and connection, believing that good food brings people together. Please join me in recognizing the 2020 Outstanding Employer of the Year, Chez Jeunesse.
Thank you so much for this kind honor. As a very new to the Block small business owner, this feels unexpected and honestly not quite yet earned. But I am so thankful for the opportunity it presents to share the voices and world of some of my very favorite people. It's honestly hard receiving this award at a time when so many of my team members are still home waiting to be called back to work. They are the life, breath, and motivation behind all our small and modified movements, and without them, the heartbeat of who we are becomes faint. So after providing just a little bit of context, I would like for you to hear from my team. Quick backstory, we have almost 30 people that make up our entire staff. We are set up as a business because I want my team to know they were hired because I think they are the best choice in making our business successful. Our goal at the restaurant is to develop independence with transferable skills and to equip and empower by promoting growth. The question when they're hired isn't what can you do, but what do you want to do? So without further rambling, when asked what they liked most about their jobs, this is what some of our staff had to say. Bridget, who's one of our star servers, said, "This job to me is a big step into my future and will allow me to achieve dreams I thought were impossible. Disability should never stop you from achieving your dreams and living your best life." Lisa, who is also on our service team, said, "We work like a family. I love serving the customers." When asked how long she planned to work at Chez Jeunesse, Lisa told us she planned to be with us until she retired and then even bumped her retirement date out a few years. Mimi, who we often refer to as Queen of the Dish Room, expressed, "I really like my job and I love washing dishes. I like talking to new people, all the staff loves me, and I love them back." Brianna, who's also a vital member of our service team, said, "I like working at Chez Jeunesse because I get to meet new people and learn about their lives. I love getting to know the regular customers because they always ask about my family and take time to learn more about me." And Joey, who just graduated from high school and plans to open up his own restaurant someday, said, "I enjoy working at Chez Jeunesse because it teaches me very valuable cooking skills that I need to become a chef, and I also enjoy it because I get to work with such a wonderful staff." A wise friend told me that the thing that would make or break my business was not the food, not the location, and not the concept. It would be my people. To say that I am proud of my staff doesn't do my feelings justice. They inspire me, they hold me up, and they push us forward. I'm grateful for the chance to work alongside so many incredible humans and can't wait to watch them rock the world and change the way our society thinks and interacts with the disability community. Thank you.
Next, we will present the Nussbaum Center for Entrepreneurship Associate of the Year Award. This year's recipient is Charles Guest, President and owner of American Building Services. Charles has more than 40 years of experience in all aspects of the janitorial service area. As a hands-on, accessible owner, he consults regularly with facilities managers on building needs and is available to help clients if an urgent janitorial issue arises. Congratulations, Charles Guest, Nussbaum Center Associate of the Year.
I'd like to thank Nussbaum for this nice award. It's really nice, isn't it? The other thing I would like to do is thank Nussbaum Center for giving small businesses the opportunity to survive and grow. Some of the benefits we get here, one is really important, rent benefits. We get telephone, fax machines, internet, phone, all utility, conference room, meeting rooms, and break room, all for one competitive price. And that also our landlord, Clay, Lisa, and Sam are more like a support staff than landlords on it. Anytime we have a question, need to know something, we can go to them. They find us the answer. We got a variety of different businesses in here, and a lot of times they come to help us, or Sam and them will find somebody away from there. So it saves us a lot of time. The other thing, that's what Nussbaum has: free seminars and monthly luncheon. This gives us an opportunity to network also with the tenants in the building. A little bit about American Building Service. After selling my previous company, I got bored. It just was not a good job on retiring. So I started American Building Services. And fortunately, we found the Nussbaum Center, which is a perfect fit for us. We are a commercial janitorial company that offers cleaning services for office, medical, and industrial and post-construction cleanup. We do high-rise buildings. We do buildings up to 300,000 square feet, down to 10,000 square feet, I guess. Medical offices is included in this. Industrial, we can go in and mop the floors or furnish a ride scrubber to scrub floors. On post-construction, we're very big into this. We have cleaned, well, Amazon, 1 million square feet. We did that building. We did sheets, operation center for that. Those are good size accounts that we did in construction cleanup, and we do small jobs on that. We currently have customers in Greensboro, Winston-Salem, and South Carolina on that. Over the last 2 years, we have more than doubled our business. One of the main reasons is because I'm fortunate to be able to have good people. They do an excellent job of working hard, good managers, and my strong suit is in the operation of the company. I'm not much in sales, and even less in the office. So I enjoy it. The good thing about it, I enjoy this work. Our customers will tell you that we react fast. We don't use excuses. If there's a problem, we step up to it, get it corrected, and move on down the road. And we have some very, very good customers, and I'm proud of each one of them. Now, with this virus, we've picked up another area, and I'm going to let Melissa, who is with our sales and also operation, she can wear both hats, but she will talk to you about how we handle the virus.
Thank you. Thank you again for the award. And real quick, just to elaborate on an additional service that we've added that has helped keep our business afloat and keep our staff employed through the COVID-19 pandemic, is we are offering disinfecting with electrostatic sprayers and hospital grade disinfectants. We're offering this to current customers as an added service, but we also do it for companies that are looking to keep their facilities safe as employees do return back to work. So again, we offer this for existing customers, but also new companies as well.
Nominations for the following business awards were solicited from the Greensboro Chamber's Member Engagement Advisory Board. Winners were selected from a competitive pool of nominees who met the following criteria: own or operate a small business as defined by having fewer than 100 employees, have an established and viable business, show growth in employees and/or sales volume, respond to adversity, and are involved in community service. The winners were voted on by our members and the community. We thank you for your participation. First, we'll present the Minority Small Business Person of the Year Award. This award recognizes a company that is at least 51% owned by a minority, in addition to the other criteria previously mentioned. This year's nominees are Jasmine Beard of Ajoy Consulting, Noelle Boast of Amethyst Consulting and Treatment Solutions, Josephus Wilson of ASJ Wilson Construction, and Gerard Truesdale of Crossroads Pathways to Success. Now for this year's winner, Jasmine Beard. Working since the age of 16, Jasmine has over 18 years of experience in project management, customer experience, and sales. After 5.5 years at Volvo Group, Jasmine left her corporate career in June 2019 to devote her time to her own business, Ajoy Consulting, LLC. The strategic business consulting company provides multilingual services in support of entrepreneurs and small businesses. Outside of work, Jasmine is an active citizen and a passionate community leader. She is the current president of the Greensboro JCs and has previously served as vice chair for Triad Adult and Pediatric Medicine and president of the Greensboro chapter of the International Association of Women. Please join me in congratulating Jasmine Beard as the 2020 Minority Small Business Person of the Year.
I'll keep this short and sweet, just like myself. I started this company in 2018, primarily out of the spirit of the desire to watch others achieve what they once thought was impossible. Hence the tagline, illuminating possibilities, achieving results. And everything that I do, I always strive for a spirit of excellence and with the heart of service. I want to thank, first and foremost, all of my ancestors that paved the way for me to be blessed enough to live the life that I'm able to enjoy today. I want to thank my immediate family and extended family, as well as my community and support armor, for taking this journey with me and having enough faith in me to provide whatever resources, love, words of encouragement that's needed at any given moment throughout this journey. I also want to thank my community members, my fellow leaders within the community, the business community, and my mentors, as well as my teachers, my elders. Your invaluable wisdom cannot be priced. You can't put a price tag on that. And I thank you so much for seeing the value in pouring your words, your experience, and your time into my growth and being a branch on my tree. I also would like to thank the other candidates, Mr. Josephus, Mr. Noel, as well as Mr. Gerard. It is such an honor to be in the running with you all. You do some phenomenal things in the community. We are all needed, especially with what you do with the youth, especially the services you provide for the mental, physical, and social well-being of others. I just want to say thank you so much for what you do in the community, and continue the great work. Again, it's such an honor. And I also want to thank the Greensboro Chamber for even thinking of me to be considered in the running for such an award. It's not something I take lightly, for sure, especially considering, within the first 3 years of doing business, this is a huge, huge deal to me, something I don't take lightly. And I will leave you all with this. We owe it to our ancestors to continue the legacy work that they have done, but we owe it more to our children to build the community that we want to see them inherit in this world. Thank you so much again for the honor and the opportunity to continue to serve.
The next award is the Chamber's Women in Business Award, which recognizes successful women in business who go above and beyond. This year's nominees are Hannah Pomfrey of Hue and Tone Creative, Melissa Wallace of Hops and Nuts, Rakita Wright of Wright's Care Services, Elizabeth Spadell of Blue Zoom, and Denise Lamberton of LMS, the agency. The winner is Rakita Wright. Rakita is an entrepreneur, international speaker, and licensed therapist. She founded Wright's Care Services, a full-service counseling and behavioral health practice, to provide hope and healing to the community. She has over 15 years of clinical experience with diverse populations and is certified in cognitive behavioral therapy and dialectical behavioral therapy. She has led and trained many executives and professionals in the nonprofit and private sectors. Rakita and her team are on a mission to empower and encourage others to live an intentional life. Let's give a round of applause for our 2020 Women in Business Award winner, Rakita Wright.
Thank you to the Greensboro Chamber of Commerce for this incredible honor and recognition. Thank you to all the voters who selected me as the 2020 Woman in Business. I want to thank God for my family, my wonderful son who brings me joy, my staff and clients who I'm able to lead and serve. I started my entrepreneurship journey over a decade ago while obtaining my master's degree in counseling at North Carolina A&T State University. My journey has been filled with success and adversity. I've been able to learn so much about myself and other people over the years. This is a journey that takes courage, determination, and sacrifice. God has given me incredible gifts to utilize, and I will continue to serve my community in ways that matter. I want to encourage everyone that is watching, and especially the women, to follow your dreams, keep striving to be the best version of yourself, and be intentional about your life. If you are in need of counseling services, don't be afraid to seek help. If you are experiencing anxiety, depression, some type of trauma, don't be afraid to call someone and get the professional help you need. I have been blessed to do counseling for over 12 years, and I really enjoy what I do. I really enjoy seeing lives being transformed and people get the healing that they need. Thank you again for choosing me and honoring me with the 2020 Women in Business Award. Thank you so much.
The Chamber's Small Business Advocate of the Year Award is given to an individual or company that goes above the requirements of their respective job to significantly impact the overall community of small businesses. Small business advocates provide assistance to small businesses or support entrepreneurial and economic development, and they work diligently for small business success. This year's nominees do just that. Our nominees are Dawn Cheney of Cheney Properties, Mac Sims of East Greensboro Now, Wilson Lester with Piedmont Business Capital, Peggy Barron Antolin of Office Evolution of the Triad, and Joe Rotundi of the Forge Greensboro. We're honored to recognize this year's winner, Peggy Barron Antolin. Peggy is a first-time entrepreneur, having been driven to entrepreneurship due to job loss late in her career. Overcoming the disappointment of an unsuccessful job search, she invested in the Office Evolution franchise, opening the Greensboro location on Green Valley Road in December 2017, and her second location in High Point last October. Office Evolution is not just a shared workspace provider. It is a community-driven support team that connects its members with other professionals in the area. Members experience tailored services, a unique working atmosphere, and inclusion within the community while getting the support they need to maximize their business's potential. Everyone at Office Evolution is working toward and helping one another reach a common goal, success. Please welcome the Greensboro Chamber's 2020 Small Business Advocate of the Year, Peggy Barron Antolin.
I want to thank the Greensboro Chamber for making this event possible, and also to everyone who participated. We are so fortunate to have such a strong and nurturing local business community. As I've talked to business owners across the country, I'm convinced that there is something special about our community. 4 years ago, I wasn't even a business owner, and I feel that being recognized as a small business advocate is truly a testament to the support of our business community. Since launching my business in 2016, many people have coached me, provided guidance, presented opportunities, and helped me make valuable connections. I've made it a point to do the same for others. And that's actually the aspect of my business that I find the most satisfying. When I help a business find the right resource or a service provider or connect them with a potential client, I feel a great sense of accomplishment. When these opportunities are productive, I value the success of everyone involved. It's become my passion to see our members grow and thrive even in these unprecedented times. One of the core values of Office Evolution is Ohana, which is a Hawaiian word that means family, but it's not just in the sense of blood ties. It's even broader than extended family. It could be a team, a fraternity, a neighborhood, or a community. It's a very positive term that describes a group of people that have a connection and are working toward a shared purpose with a sense that we're all in this together. This is so important now more than ever. We need to support each other. Again, I appreciate the recognition and the opportunity to continue to support and be supported by this business community. I would love to assist you or your business in any way that I can. Please reach out to me and let's discover how we can work together. Thank you.
And finally, the Small Business Person of the Year Award. This year's nominees are Maria Bethea of A Servant's Heart Medical Staffing, the Oakley family of Charles Harris, Inc., David Huff of Good Health Greensboro, and Beth Mulberry of Mustard Seed Community Health. The winner is David Huff. A Greensboro native, David started his career as an associate doctor at 3 of the most successful chiropractic practices in the United States, helping thousands of patients get off prescription drugs and back to full, active lives. He then decided to take his knowledge of drug-free healthcare to his hometown. Together with his wife, Dr. Amanda Zabo Huff, he designed a clinic inspired by Greensboro that would treat our neighbors like family, open-minded, inclusive, affordable, thorough, friendly, and making each patient feel accepted and seen for their authentic selves instead of just for their wallets. Just over 2 years into their practice, Good Health Greensboro is the growing result of the love David, Amanda, and their team have for this city. Trusting that when we are in full health as a community, Greensboro will be heaven on earth. Please join me in congratulating our 2020 Small Business Person of the Year, David Huff.
Thank you guys so much. This is a huge honor just looking at the roster of everyone on there. We've gotten to meet a lot of them through the chamber, and you guys picked the who's who of Greensboro in 2019, and we're extremely honored to be on that list. You know, it's been a small business is very challenging. There's a lot of things that go into it, and we're just truly blessed to be so young into business and to be able to serve our community. You know, our vision is to heal Greensboro from the inside out, and the first person I really like to thank for helping making that happen is my lovely wife Amanda, who hands down has done just as much, if not more, than what I've done and our team has done to really bring that into a reality.
Thanks, David. Thanks, Chamber. Thanks, Greensboro. We could not have imagined what this business would be if we weren't incredibly inspired by who this community fundamentally is, how they're able to hold so many different tensions in productive balance, and the amazing networks of people we're able to be exposed to. We knew coming to Greensboro, opening up a chiropractic clinic, it needed to have a new vibe than any other clinic we've seen before. It needed to be radically inclusive. It needed to reach the needs of a diverse people in Greensboro. And we knew that there would be hordes of people willing to cheer on a new business that's just trying to do right. And some of those people have been people like Carla Reyes, who was there. She's our tech extraordinaire. She's been with us through the rawest moments of the very beginning of us opening and handled everything with so much poise. Some of them have been our fellow nominees. We've gotten to meet Berea Maria Bethia, excuse me, through a lot of different coaching groups, super inspired by how much skill it takes to have that type of business, especially in this type of an environment. Generational businesses like the Oakleys, and of course, Dr. Mulberry, like she opening the Mustard Seed Community Health Clinic, like that was my inspiration for what could actually come of health clinics in Greensboro. And they are a long-term goal for us, modernizing and revolutionizing what a chiropractic clinic could be. Opening this clinic, we've been inspired by how much our bodies can heal when they're given the space and time, and we remove the barriers through, whether it's through our musculoskeletal system, whether it's through mindset, in order to heal and express like who we really are called to be. And we can't imagine a better city to do that in, and we can't imagine a better medium to get to receive that support from our city than the Chamber of Commerce. So we are extremely grateful. There is no way we could be here in amidst our year 2 if it weren't for who the city is, who the chamber is, who the community members are that have embraced us. And I'm sure David has some people he'd like to thank.
Yeah, absolutely. My brother's in an organization, F3 Greensboro. We really do a lot of community activism, and it's grateful to have their support, to have the support of our SCORE mentors that we had when we were first starting up our business. Getting lots of chat with another nominee, Wilson Lester, working with all my mentors and coaches, other great organizations here in town like Junction 311, have all been really instrumental in us getting to reach people. Our mission is to make chiropractic relevant to Greensboro's families' health care. A lot of folks want, increasingly more now, natural, low-risk, high-effective options for their health care. And I don't know of any better doctor to do that than a chiropractor, and specifically how we molded Good Health Greensboro to really be as customer-centered and deliver the health and healing the way your body does. And it makes it, you don't go out and buy it. You have to make your own health. And so we really just hope to inspire that within our patients and our community, and are truly honored to be able to have this platform to do so.
Thank you, Chamber.
Thank y'all.
Congratulations, David and Amanda, on a well-deserved award. Let us give you another virtual standing ovation. Lots of love from everybody virtually. Speaking of love, we've got to thank Brian for emceeing this one-of-a-kind event. You're a pro, Brian, even in a virtual setting. So we'll give you one more round of applause, Brian. Again, virtually standing ovation. And once again, a big thank you to our presenting sponsor, a Legacy Federal Credit Union. And thank you to our other sponsors for today's event as well. Our gold sponsors are North State, Spectrum Reach, and Staunton Capital Incorporated. Our silver sponsors are Bank of America, the Bryan School of Business and Economics at UNC Greensboro, Carolina State Bank, C.T. Wilson Construction, Truliant Federal Credit Union, and Extern Software. We'd also like to thank our Circle of Champions who help us make this programming available to you all year long. You can find them listed in your program. We also appreciate our partners who helped bring everyone together for today's celebration. The Mayor's Committee for Persons with Disabilities, the Nussbaum Center for Entrepreneurship, and of course, all of our wonderful volunteers and staff. Again, without all these partners, sponsors, and all of you, this event would not be possible. Thank you again for being a big part of celebrating small business success in Greensboro. We can't wait until we can see each other again in person, but until then, stay safe and stay strong. In fact, stay Greensboro strong. Have a great rest of your afternoon.